I'm delighted to be able to provide this video message for the 25th anniversary of the Northern Ireland Human Rights Commission. Let me start with some history. Just over 25 years ago in 1998, we saw the signing of the Belfast or Good Friday Agreement. This was, of course, a key historic milestone and a seismic societal advance for all of the citizens of Northern Ireland. The Northern Ireland Human Rights Commission, as we know, was established the following year as part of the outworkings of the 1998 agreement. It is hard to imagine now what our society would look like if the Commission was not in place. That is because over the years the Commission has played a key role in protecting and promoting the human rights of everyone in Northern Ireland. That is through education and promotion of human rights principles within our society. In the period since the Commission's establishment, we have also seen the development of a rights-based jurisprudence within our jurisdiction. Cases coming before the Northern Ireland courts often involve a human rights dimension, and in particular in the courts in which I preside, the Court of Appeal, there are many cases involving many different aspects of human rights. The Commission has been a fundamental participant in that development and has proactively brought matters before the courts where it is appropriate to do so, or has intervened in proceedings which involve a human rights element. It has also on many occasions supported the participation of individuals in proceedings or been invited by the courts to provide submissions as an amicus curiae. Many citizens could be forgiven for believing that the Commission is primarily focused on large human rights violations around the world. I have seen firsthand that it is just as focused on the rights of Northern Ireland citizens within a local context. That is because the Commission has performed a role, if you like, of holding up a mirror to decisions, preconceptions and attitudes. Through the major societal shifts we have seen in the last quarter century, the Commission has been involved. It is clear to me that the Commission's work touches and has benefited all members of our society. So I offer my congratulations on this anniversary of 25 years. These have been 25 important years for the Commission and for us all in the protection of fundamental human rights of all of those who live in Northern Ireland. I look forward to the next 25 years and beyond and seeing the work of the Commission on an ongoing basis. Thank you.
My warm congratulations to the Northern Ireland Human Rights Commission as it celebrates its 25th anniversary. It was one of the great honours of my life to lead the Commission for a few short years as Chief Commissioner. And I remember fondly and warmly the work we all did together, commissioners and staff, in serving the human rights of the people of Northern Ireland. The Northern Ireland Human Rights Commission plays a vital role in Northern Ireland society. Like human rights commissions everywhere, it is essential to ensuring that the dignity of every last person in the community is honoured and respected. But of course, in Northern Ireland, the Commission plays a very distinctive role. It is part of the glue of the Belfast Good Friday Agreement and of the subsequent efforts to consolidate peace. It stands up for human rights, universally agreed standards that have an objective quality that builds bridges across societies and plays thus such an essential role in maintaining peace and harmony within our communities. It is because of its unique role in the Northern Ireland context that the Commission is so widely regarded across the world. It is why it plays such a central role, for instance, among the human rights institutions of the Commonwealth. Its activities, its record is long acknowledged and respected across Europe in the ENRI network, and I could go on. But what's most important today on this 25th anniversary is to look towards the future. This is the moment for authorities, government in Northern Ireland, in the United Kingdom, of the Northern Ireland Society to reinvest in its Human Rights Commission, to be proud of it and of its achievements, and to enable it to continue to deliver its essential role in the next 25 years. Thank you.
Esteemed colleagues, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for the honor to address you today. For decades, the troubles have cast a long shadow of pain and sorrow over Northern Ireland. Yet a light of hope emerged from this darkness, a testament to the power of dialogue, compromise, and the unwavering pursuit of human rights ideals. Today we witness its fruits, a society embracing diversity and building a prosperous future. Ukrainians strive for peace. We learn from you unwavering commitment to human rights, even in the face of adversity. We embrace diversity, yet we are ready to relentlessly fight the aggressor. In our pursuit of a peaceful and prosperous future, the support of the democratic world is priceless. I want to express my deepest gratitude to Commissioner Alison Kilpatrick for your steadfast dedication to upholding the principles enshrined in the agreement. Your work provides a roadmap for institutions like ours, navigating the challenges and rebuilding trust. As we commemorate the landmark agreement, let us remember, peace is not simply the absence of conflict, but the active restoration of justice. It demands courage and shared commitments to the human rights. May the spirit of the Good Friday Agreement continue to guide Northern Ireland on its path of peace and prosperity. May God give strength to the brave Ukrainians who protect their compatriots and the democratic global community from the tyranny of violence. Thank you very much, dear colleagues.
On behalf of ENRI, I'm sending my heartfelt congratulations to the Northern Ireland Human Rights Commission on its 25th anniversary. We're aware that the Commission was born out of a peace agreement, and through that and the work that it has done over the last 25 years, it is a true inspiration and good practice for NHRIs across Europe and beyond. We're aware that the Commission has faced challenges during its 25 years, both with the difficult context in which it is working and also through not having been given adequate resources to fulfill the mandate to its full potential. However, even in these circumstances, the Commission has had a huge impact on human rights in Northern Ireland and for individuals living there. I'm also aware of the huge impact it has had for NHRIs across Europe, and the Commission truly has given incredible actions to help NHRIs to learn from its experiences. This was true and helped inspire our project on the human rights of older persons in long-term care. The Commission provided a leading voice in our project looking at the role of NHRIs in situations of conflict, post-conflict, or fragile peace. The Northern Ireland Human Rights Commission also leads our Finance Committee. It leads our Communications Working Group. And most recently, I am delighted to welcome its Chief Commissioner, Alison Kilpatrick, on ENRI's board. We all look forward to further and closer work with the Northern Ireland Human Rights Commission and wish you all the best for the many years in the future. Thank you.
Dear colleagues, congratulations to the Northern Ireland Human Rights Commission on its anniversary. National human rights institutions are a pillar of democracy. They play a key role in ensuring government accountability and giving a voice to victims of human rights violations. The Commission's tireless work in Northern Ireland over the last 25 years has shown how promoting respect for human rights can truly help transform societies. Furthermore, the Commission's cooperation, expertise, and advice have been invaluable for me to do my human rights work in Northern Ireland on many important issues such as inclusive education of children, ensuring protection of women's sexual and reproductive health and rights, and dealing with the legacy of the past, including during my visit in June 2022. I am deeply grateful for this close partnership between our institutions, and I trust it will continue for many years to come.
Dear partners in the Northern Ireland Human Rights Commission, it is my pleasure and honor to celebrate your anniversary together with you. 25 years is a young and promising age. This is also a good opportunity to reflect upon what has been done and what to consider for the future. We at the United Nations Human Rights Office highly appreciate the important role of your Commission in the protection and promotion of human rights in Northern Ireland, as well as its strong contribution to the international human rights system through parallel reports to treaty bodies and cooperation with the special procedures. As an institution accredited with A status since 2006, your Commission has also impressive track record of participation in the United Nations Human Rights Council. Since we are now at the midpoint in the implementation of Agenda 2030, it is worth flagging that the existence of independent national human rights institutions in compliance with the Paris Principles is an indicator under Sustainable Development Goal 16 on building effective, accountable, and inclusive institutions. We commend the National Institution of Northern Ireland for contributing to this goal. A recent example is the participation last year of Chief Commissioner Alison Kilpatrick as peer NHRI representative, together with OHCHR and UNDP, in a capacity assessment of the Ukrainian Parliament Commissioner for Human Rights. The support given to a fellow NHRI in a time of war, in an assessment undertaken in challenging circumstances on the ground, is very much appreciated and a wonderful example to the NHRI community. We look forward to continuing the excellent cooperation with the Northern Ireland Human Rights Commission and wish the Commission all the best for the next 25 years and beyond. Happy anniversary, dear partners.
Good morning and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Commonwealth Forum of the National Human Rights Institutions, and on my personal behalf as the Chairperson of the Forum and the Chairperson of the National Commission for Human Rights of Rwanda, it's my great honor and pleasure to extend my heartfelt congratulations to the Northern Ireland Human Rights Commission on reaching this significant milestone as we celebrate this 25th anniversary of its establishment. For a quarter of a century, the Northern Ireland Human Rights Commission has stood as a beacon of dedication, tirelessly championing human rights, promoting equality, and fostering peace within the region. The steadfast commitment to safeguarding and promoting the rights of every individual, irrespective of background or belief, and the dedication to upholding the principles of human rights, dignity, justice, and inclusivity has not only inspired the human rights institutions within the Commonwealth, but has also set a commendable precedent for global advocacy. I'm particularly delighted to extend my heartfelt congratulations to the Northern Ireland Human Rights Commission as they stand as the proposed host of the Permanent Secretariat of the Commonwealth Forum of the National Human Rights Institutions. We firmly believe that the Northern Ireland Human Rights Commission exemplary track record make them the ideal candidate for this role. The alignment of their commitment to advancing human rights with the values of the Commonwealth Forum reinforces our confidence in their ability to lead effectively. As we celebrate this momentous occasion, let us reaffirm and commit again our collective resolve to continue working tirelessly toward a world where human rights are respected, protected, and upheld for all. Congratulations once again, and to many more years ahead of impactful human rights advocacy. I thank you.
My warmest congratulations to the Northern Ireland Human Rights Commission for 25 extraordinary years promoting and protecting the human rights of the people of Northern Ireland, of Ireland as a whole, and indeed of supporting national human rights institutions across the Commonwealth and around the world. Such a small, incredibly modestly resourced commission has been able to have a huge impact, and I put that down to the extraordinary leadership of the chief commissioners that you've been lucky to have, and to the very talented staff, including your current Executive Director, David Russell. The Northern Ireland Human Rights Commission has shown that it is possible, even in the very difficult circumstances that it's been working in, where communities are divided and issues are highly contentious, but that it's possible, focusing on human rights, to bring those communities together, and in fact, to take agreement to pursue contentious issues, such as abortion, such as the accountability of non-state actors. These and many others have been an inspiration to national human rights institutions elsewhere. And so, as you celebrate 25 years, it really is important to acknowledge those victories, to feel proud of them, but also to know that you have got the strength, you've got the ability, and you've got the commitment to face the challenges ahead in the next 25 years. Thank you for all you've done. It's been a privilege for me to know you and to work with you. Kia ora koutou.
Congratulations on your 25th anniversary. That's a pretty remarkable achievement. And I think it makes the Northern Ireland Human Rights Commission the most venerable, oldest of the national human rights institutions in the United Kingdom. So well done, good on you. And I'm really pleased to have benefited from collaboration with the Northern Ireland Human Rights Commission over the years. Way back, Bryce Dixon and I did a piece together. Back in 2014, 2015, Les Allenby kindly invited me to sit on the emergency care inquiry that the Commission ran. And I really benefited a lot from that inquiry. And some 5 years later, I found myself the New Zealand Human Rights Commission. And as Chief Commissioner in Aotearoa, New Zealand, I had the courage to hold an inquiry on housing. And that was partly because of my collaboration, learning from the Northern Ireland Human Rights Commission back in 2014, 2015. Look, there's one other point I really want to acknowledge and congratulate the Commission for doing, and that is the support you've given the Commonwealth Forum on National Human Rights Institutions. It's an important organization, the Forum. It's not well known, but I think it serves a really important service. And over the last 8, 9, 10 years, your Commission has been a leader to ensure that Commonwealth Forum stays on track and flourishes. So thank you for that. But most of all, congratulations on your 25th anniversary.
Many congratulations to the Northern Ireland Human Rights Commission on its 25th anniversary. Never has there been a time when its work is more necessary. Human rights are more under threat in the United Kingdom than they have ever been before. I had the honour to give the annual lecture for the Commission in 2022. At that time, there was a real risk that the Human Rights Act 1998 would be replaced by a Bill of Rights bill, which seriously weakened the protections contained in the Human Rights Act. This was hard to reconcile with the commitment to human rights in the Good Friday Agreement, let alone the Northern Ireland Protocol to the Agreement for Withdrawal from the European Union, both of which promised that there would be no reduction in the protection given to human rights and freedom from discrimination. We all breathed a sigh of relief when the Bill of Rights bill was abandoned last year. But instead, the government has chosen to disapply vital provisions of the Human Rights Act, currently in the particular context of illegal migration to this country, but maybe later in other contexts too. For many years, people who arrived in the United Kingdom without permission were able to claim asylum on the ground that they had a well-founded fear of persecution if returned to their home countries. Now that claim has been denied to them. So too has a claim that their human rights will be violated. The courts will no longer be required to read and give effect to legislation in a way which is compatible with the Convention rights. The courts will be unable to give effect to human rights in individual cases. In the bill currently before Parliament, the courts will be required to presume that Rwanda is a safe country, even though the Supreme Court of the United Kingdom has decided that, as a matter of fact, it is not. This is shocking. We need bodies like the Northern Ireland Human Rights Commission to stand up for human rights and point out how crucial they were to securing the Good Friday Agreement and to peace and security on the island of Ireland. But that is not all the Commission does. In the Supreme Court, we saw how the Commission fought for abortion rights, and as a result, these have since been established in Northern Ireland. I am also intrigued that among their red light issues for 2023 is the abolition of the crimes of blasphemy and blasphemous libel, something I championed in the Law Commission of England and Wales in 1975, and which reached the statute book there 28 years later. Never say never in law reform, and never say never in the fight for human rights in Northern Ireland.